Interesting, Golden Gun. I didn't find your video until just now, and I didn't find it because it was on your channel. I found it because I traced M. Williams 0 to your video. I don't think this video is on your channel. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. I found it now. Questions. I love answering this stuff. I don't know why. It's an excuse to be honest, I guess. I enjoy that. How do I think the Earth was made? You mentioned the Big Bang Theory, but the Big Bang is the beginning of the entire universe, not just our little planet. I suspect, unless that the universe is entirely deterministic, that the Big Bang could have happened, the universe created, in a slightly different form, and the Earth, this little rock here, wouldn't have been created. So the Big Bang, though, related as a kind of first cause as far as we can tell, it's not the immediate answer to your question. How was the Earth made? Gravity. Yeah. Matter sticks together. That's what it does. Mathematical simulations have been run about the birth of the solar system. You can't remove the Earth from the solar system. It's part of the solar system. As the matter from the nebula gas cloud condensed because of gravity into what we would now consider our solar system, the sun and all the planets, all the asteroids and the belts and comets, everything in the solar system. You can do physical simulations about the rotation, spinning, things flattening out into a disk, and then over time sections of the disk either turn into planets or they turn into asteroid belts. So yeah, it's a pretty mundane thing, actually. It's just gravity, one of the fundamental forces of physics, and a property of mass created Earth. Like, it creates all things in the universe with mass, like stars and gas clouds and asteroids, everything. Would the world be better atheist? Belief in a deity, not specifically, because fundamentally the belief in a deity isn't any more damaging than the belief in any kind of superstition, like a black cat crossing your path. But that's a good example, because believing in something as silly as a black cat crossing your path giving you bad luck can lead to damaging behaviors like, let's exterminate all black cats. It's this kind of leap into action that is destructive. The belief in a deity has, in the past, led to acts of destruction, violence. The Crusades, Inquisition are relatively recent examples of this, but I don't want to pick on Christianity specifically. Every religion has its own history with doing horrible things in the name of their religion. But the belief in a deity is kind of a symptom of the religion. Not all religions have deities. Some are more philosophical in nature, or they'll do things like believe in spirits or ancestor worship, stuff like that. So they're believing in something supernatural, and it sounds silly to you and me, but they obviously took it seriously. So they're not deities per se, but it's still the same kind of irrational thinking that can lead to potentially destructive behaviors. So would the world be better atheist? I don't think so. The world would be better moderate, that's for certain. Get rid of the fundamentalists. Holy crap. They're crazy. But moderates pave the way to fundamentalism. You know what? The world would be better without people. That's just how it is. We are stupid. We are really, really dumb. We do things to ourselves and to the planet, and we're just bumbling around, and we're so destructive and clumsy. And the worst thing that Mother Nature ever came up with was humans. Why are atheists persecuted in the U.S. specifically? I think it's a combination of fear, mistrust, and ignorance, leading to fear and mistrust. A religious person can't identify with the atheist, I think, because the religion is such a part of their identity. To try to understand or simulate the behavior of a person without a religion, I think, is a too great a leap, and they can't relate. And if they can't relate to a person, then they're a mystery, unpredictable, potentially dangerous. It's just human nature for us to fear what we don't understand. So I think that's why atheists are persecuted. And Christianity specifically, there isn't, the Muslims are pretty, I guess, fearful of atheists as well. It's not such a big deal in Judaism. A quest for self-discovery is encouraged. Atheism isn't so. It's not so. What's the word I'm looking for? It isn't so disgusting to a Jew as it would be to a Christian or a Muslim. It's not so threatening, because not only is it part of the religion, but it's part of the culture to try to find yourself, to define your own personal relationship with God. And if you go through a period, an atheistic period, they'll say, oh, it's just a phase or something. It's not, something to be fearful of. It's just, kind of natural. Where do I get my morals? This is a question best asked to a sociologist. But as far as a layman's concerned, I think it's sufficient to say that our moral code is a combination of both learned behavior and our biologically induced behavior. Biologically meaning the physical structure of your brain controls your behavior as well. The emotional reward we get for helping somebody it's a physical response in the brain. Altruism leading to chemical emotional rewards is physical. That's not a learned behavior. But as far as details go, that's all learned. Of course, we get that from our parents, our family group, the society that we live in, friends. It's learned. To say you get it from a book is, I think it's giving too much credence to the book. The people around you are a greater influence on you than a book could ever be. Would it be better to not have laws? No, it wouldn't be better to not have laws. I mean, people have been living in governments with laws for thousands of years because it works to protect me from you. And insinuating that our laws are based on Christianity is just ignorant. Our laws are based on the culture. The culture is a combination of a lot of different influences. Sure, Christianity is one of them, but it's not the main thing. I think your preachers are trying to take too much credit for the government in the U.S. than they deserve. No, the U.S. specifically is a combination of a lot of different cultures, and hopefully we take the best things from them and put them together into something that works and remove the worst parts of look, we've learned from our mistakes. So it's to think that the laws in the U.S. are Christian-based is just incorrect. Okay, it's not totally incorrect. It's just partially true. But it's so diminutive. It's not even. Oh man, just don't get me started.